changed my hair again. Who's surprised? Hello everyone, welcome back, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Got another video for you guys today. Today I'm going to be showing you my September reading wrap up. I liked doing this last month, so I'm doing it again this month, and I read quite a few books this month. As a slow reader, I read a total of 8 books this month, and I know next there's only 4 there. That's because I recently got the Kindle app on my phone and I read 4 more books on there, and I obviously don't have the physical book yet. I do want to get the physical books for the books that I read at some point, so yeah, that's why there's only 4 in the pile here. I actually didn't start reading until halfway through September. Like, I think it was like the 15th where I started reading again, and I read 8 books and I was shocked with myself, and I'm like, it normally takes me forever to read 1 book. What the heck? Yeah, read 8. Pretty proud of myself for that. And because I read 8 books this month, I only have 1 book left to read on my Goodreads reading challenge for this year. The first book I read in September is Butcher and Blackbird. Now, I did start reading this book last month, but I was like, I don't know, maybe like 20%, maybe like that far into the book, and then I read the rest this month. So I'm including it. I loved this book. It wasn't what I was expecting when I was going into it. Now, I knew it was 2 serial killers falling in love. Did not know that they were going to be in that little competition that they were in though. Loved it though. I thought it was adorable. In the most adorable way that it can be, since, you know, it's just 2 serial killers killing other people. But hey, a girl's gotta have a hobby, you know? So I loved the competition, thought it was adorable, loved Rowan. Love Rowan. However, I don't know what changed for me when the spice came into play. I don't know. Didn't like him that much after that. I don't know why. I liked the flirty side of him. I liked the teasing side of him, and then it actually happened and I'm like, I don't know. Still love him, obviously. Love him, love Salone. Those two together are just mwah. Love. Amazing. Gimme. Now I'm really excited to read the next book in the series, Leather and Lark. I don't have it yet, but now it's like bumped its way up the priority list of books that I want. So that's fun. I still love that he named a restaurant after her and him. I'm sorry. If you're not gonna name a restaurant after me, move on. I'm kidding. Maybe. Now, a lot of people, when they've read this book, go, oh, now I can't look at ice cream the same. I can never eat ice cream again. I get where you're coming from. And I too, obviously, feel that way. However, I don't think it's that bad as everyone's making it out to be. Okay? It's... Yes, it is gross, but it's not that big of a deal. I think it was a bigger deal when Rowan accidentally ate a human. I think that was more disturbing for me. Can't look at like steak or anything the same. Not that I really liked it to begin with, but still, it's not my point. I don't really care, okay? Don't really care. Not gonna stop me from eating ice cream, okay? Not gonna stop me. With the unhinged things I see these women and men do in these dark romances, that was nothing. Girl, that was nothing. I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads. I enjoyed it so much. I loved it, loved the banter, loved the competition, loved the characters. I just highly recommend this. Obviously read the trigger warnings first, because the trigger warnings are very concerning, to say the least. But that goes for any dark romance book. Any dark romance book, please read the trigger warnings. It is there for your mental stability. Did I say I gave this 5 stars? I gave this 5 stars. I think I did. Did I say that? I don't know. I have a horrible memory. Literally, I have to write my thoughts and opinions down about these books. I can't just wing it, okay? Because then I'll have no idea what I'm talking about. The next book I read in September was on the Kindle app. It was Riding the Headless Horseman. It was a short, spicy Halloween novella. And, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I really have to go into it. It's about 50 pages long. I think it is exactly 50 pages long. I got the Kindle app. I didn't even know that there was a Kindle app, and then I discovered one. I was like, heck yeah. And then I got Kindle Unlimited for a 1 month free trial. So I'm like, instead of ordering all the Halloween novellas, I'm just gonna read them now on the Kindle app and then get them later. How smart am I? It's probably not that smart. A lot of people probably thought of it before, but shut up, okay? But yeah, it is pretty self-explanatory. She rides the Headless Horseman. I don't know what else to say about that. I gave this book 3 stars on Goodreads. It's not that I didn't enjoy it, because I 100% did. However, I don't want people to see my review and think it is like a long story that like entices you in or whatever. And it's just a quick, silly little read that most people use as like palate cleansers, and I was as well. I wanted to read a Halloween. Can these birds shut up? I wanted to read a bunch of Halloween novellas, because it is that time of the year. Okay? The second I'm celebrating Halloween since August, okay? Let alone September. It's the 1st of October today, and as I'm filming this. So, sue me for wanting to read a little seasonal stuff, okay? The next book I read in September is Jack's Head. It was another short novella. I read it on the Kindle app. Now let's just say she gave Jack his head in 2 ways. If you know, you know. Going into a short little spicy novella, Halloween spicy novella, I was not expecting the ending to be fucking adorable. Am I the only one that thinks that? It was so cute, and I want another book that is just what happened within the 7 years, the 7-year gap at the end, okay? I want to see them get married and stuff. I want to see them keep being excited for their first kids. I want to see them at their kids' birthdays. Like, I just want little things, a little sprinkle. Give me. I don't even care if it's a book. If someone read a fanfic of it, I'll read it. Won't be the first time I've done it. I again gave this book 3 stars because same reason as the last one. The next book is Scream for Us, another Halloween novella. Who would have thought? Really? No one would have ever guessed that I read another Halloween book. It's such a shocker, I know. What's it about? Well, again, the title is pretty self-explanatory what the book's about. She screams. That's for sure. That's definite. This book is a prequel to a series now. When I first saw it, I just saw the book by itself. Then I learned it was a prequel to a series, and I was like, okay, we'll read this one, see how we go. Then if I want to read the series, I'll buy the physical books and I'll read it that way. And now I really want to read the series. No idea what it's about, but I do want to see more of the characters that were in this prequel. And I want to read more. I want to know more about them. I loved it. I also gave this book 3 stars. The next book is Wicked King. I read the first book to the Folklore series last month, and I decided to continue reading the rest of the series this month. Loved this book, loved it so much. Before I say this, going into the series, I was spoiled quite a lot on social media, which is completely my fault because I don't click away when it says spoiler warning for some fucking reason. It's there for a reason. Why don't I acknowledge it? So I already knew that Cotton was gonna exile Jude, but it still hurt when it happened, okay? Anyway, before he did that, he just, Cotton knows. Jude is a bad bitch, okay? He knows. When he was almost assassinated and he was like, well, I knew it wasn't you because they missed. Love you, Carden. Love you. Love you so much. I started loving him in this book, and I know a lot of people who weren't spoiled and just like went into this book blind or whatever. They would have hated him by the end of it, but I didn't because I know what happens. I gave this book 5 stars because it deserved it, in my opinion. Next book I read is Queen of Nothing, finishing the Folk of Air series. I love this world, this fairy land, and I don't want to leave. I've read a couple fan fictions, honestly, of just little bits of Jude and Carden's life after Queen of Nothing, just little cute things, and I don't want to leave. I just want to know more of what happens. I know that there is another series that is in the same world. I think it's like a couple years in the future, and I think it's Oak's POV. I'm not 100% sure. I know he's in it and I know he's older. So I want to read that. I have before I even started reading the series. I was like, oh, another thing that's in this world? Sure. I'll add that to my wish list, but I don't have it yet, so I obviously can't read it. Love this book, love this whole series. The only thing I have to say negatively about this book is that I feel like the end, like the fight scene towards the end, the war, was very short and very rushed. I feel like it should have gone on a bit longer. I don't know what would have happened. I loved the ending, but I just feel like it was a bit rushed. I don't know, maybe because I'm used to like things like Throne of Glass and like it being a very long fight scene and being very dramatic. I'm used to that, but I'm glad it was as short as it was, but I'm also not, you know, like I wanted more, but I'm glad it wasn't long. I don't know how to feel, honestly. Still gave it 5 stars though, because it deserves it. I love this book, love this series, and I want to read more of it in the next series. I forget what it's called. Love Jude, love Carden. What's her name again? Jude's twin sister, what's her name? Taryn. Still hate Taryn. Even though Jude like forgave her, I still don't like her. I don't care. She did nothing to deserve Jude's forgiveness. What did she do? If she did something, I don't remember it. Okay? But I freaking... Taryn? No. No. Hated her in Wicked King. Still do not like her in Queen of Nothing. Hated her in Cruel Prince. Hated her in Wicked King. Guess what? Hated her in Queen of Nothing. I seriously don't remember her doing anything to deserve Jude's forgiveness. Like when Jude went to Fairy disguised as Taryn to help Taryn, I would not have done that. Sorry. I don't care if you're my sister. If you do me like that, I'm not helping you. But like, if she didn't do that, she wouldn't have found Carden again, and then she wouldn't have had her exile lifted, even though she could have come back anytime she wanted with this little riddle. Anyway, I gave this book 5 stars. Maybe I'll do a whole video of the Cruel Prince series. Let me know if you would like that, because I have a lot to say about these motherfuckers. You need to calm down next. The next book that I read in September is... what was it called again? Unmasked Obsession. Another Halloween novella. And let me just say, this is the first book I have read when I started this reading journey that I do not like.
Really? I thought this was the face of someone that loved the book.
Now, I'm a very easily entertained individual. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little fella, okay? I'm very easily entertained. Love all the books I've read. Normally people will be like, oh, this was too hyped on book talk or whatever, and I didn't like it. Reading is subjective. Reading is subjective, I think that's what people forget. Everyone has their own opinion. So me not liking this book is a very weird feeling for me. This was a dark romance, and I knew like a couple pages in that I would not like this book, and I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt. I should have doubted it. Yes, it was unhinged. I was expecting that going into a Halloween book. Now, I would have been fine with this book. I'm fine with the dark romance, I'm fine with the morally grey stuff, I'm fine with all the spice. What I'm not okay with is step siblings getting together. In the prologue, I knew straight away who her stalker would be. Okay? Because that was the whole point in the story, was that she accidentally slept with her stalker at a Halloween party, thinking it was her boyfriend. I'm sorry. I could not ignore the fact that they were step siblings. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Be like, okay, well, they didn't grow up necessarily together and they haven't seen each other for years, and they're adults now. Still don't really like it, but I guess I can deal with it, okay? I can deal with it. And then I read that they fooled around the entire time that their parents were together. And I could not deal with it anymore. The amount of times I just stopped reading and just scream at how much I did not like it, but I wanted to read it to say I've completed it, okay? I wanted to mark it on my Goodreads as read, okay? Sue me. I gave this book 2 stars on Goodreads. Besides the step sibling stuff, it was okay. Okay, but overall, did not like the book. And the last book that I read in September is The Dead Romantics. I love this book so much. If I could go back in time and read this book again, 100%. Loved it. Love it so much. It is so funny. I love the banter throughout the book, and I just love her thought process with things and the amount of funny things that she says. And I love her sense of humor. I love the family sense of humor. Love it so much. I did see the ending coming though. Like halfway through the book, I was like, he's not really dead, is he? He's like in like a coma or something. He was. I was right. But I gave this book 5 stars. I loved it. I do want to read more from this author because I loved the writing in this one so much. I read this book because, again, of the season, and I was looking on TikTok for like Halloween book recommendations. A lot of them are like fall vibes because majority of booktokers that I've seen for these recommendations were American. I live in Australia. It is currently spring here, but forget it. It's fall, even though I call it autumn, and I hate that it's called fall, but we're gonna ignore that for a second. Love this book. The only thing I was disappointed of is that she didn't see her dad as a ghost. I would have loved that, whether it was in like the epilogue or something. Would have loved it. I was waiting for it and it didn't happen. That was the only thing I was disappointed by. Other than that, loved it, and I highly recommend it to anyone that wants to read about a girl falling for a ghost who's totally dead. Totally dead. Someone at our door. People! I'm sweating so much right now. I can't have the fan on because I'm filming. So you better appreciate this. I mean, I am wearing a long sleeve shirt and like I'm wearing a long skirt. So I guess it's my fault, but still, I'm gonna blame you all. I'm gonna blame you all and I'm gonna make you be appreciative of it. That's not toxic at all. So yeah, those are the books I read this month, plus the ones on the Kindle, obviously. So that is all the books that I read in September. If you enjoyed this video, please do like it and please subscribe to me. Please. But do let me know if you want me to do a video on the Cruel Prince series. I will be doing a video on Thread of Glass. There's a lot of thoughts in here that I need to jot down so I can tell you guys, okay? It's coming at some point, I promise. Don't hold me to that. If you would like to find me on my other social media platforms, I do have a link tree in the description, so you can find everything there. You can find my Goodreads, my TikTok, Instagram, everything like that. There's also my Amazon wish list. Don't feel pressured to, but like it's there. If you want to send me a little bookie book, you can. The fuck does that mean? I've got a new background and all, guys. We're moving up in life. Anyway, that's all. Bye. See you the next time I decide to remember to upload.